Fans of Never Have I Ever received some fantastic news this week. Mindy Kaling's teen drama comedy will return to Netflix on August 12th, and social media is abuzz with theories. Viewers have been eagerly awaiting the return of this coming-of-age show since last year, and we're simply dying to know, will Devi choose Paxton or Ben? In today's video, let's dive into some of the best fan theories for Season 3. First up, what can we expect from the upcoming season? Never Have I Ever is all set to hit Netflix on August 12th, and Reddit is already buzzing with predictions and theories about what Season 3 could hold for Devi, Paxton, Ben, and the rest of the gang. Paxton and Devi shippers were left with the very pleasant visual of the two finally choosing each other at the end of Season 2. Meanwhile, Ben was left disappointed, wondering if he still loves Devi after all. Either way, a brand new season is on its way to the streaming service, and along with lots of new characters, fans are expecting some fantastic plot twists that the series is best known for. Since Season 4 is bound to be the show's last one, we can expect some big moves made in the penultimate season of this Mindy Kaling-produced comedy. Who knows what Season 3 may bring? Will Devi come to the conclusion that she truly wants to choose Ben? Maybe she'll date them both, but this time with an agreement in place. So without further ado, let's look at the 10 best fan theories for Never Have I Ever Season 3. First, we'll learn more about Dr. Ryan's life. Viewers only get to see Dr. Ryan in small pockets during the show, when Devi goes to therapy and discusses her issues with her. The good doctor seems like a really fun person with a rich inner life, so much so that fans want to see a lot more of her. So maybe the upcoming season will explore some of her character's life and backstory. One Reddit user said that they'd like to see an episode from Dr. Ryan's POV and learn a bit more about her life and inner narrative. We couldn't agree more. Here's to hoping Season 3 delivers. Up next, we'll see more of Anissa's struggles and her breakup with Ben. We first met Anissa in Season 2. She was the new girl in class whom Devi originally mistook for her rival. Anissa served as a counterpoint to both Devi's love life and family life. While the two eventually became friends, Devi's remark that Anissa was probably anorexic, which later turned out to be accurate, set the school rumor mill ablaze, accidentally attracting unwanted attention to Anissa and her struggles. Anissa eventually got together with Ben, but the directors of the show kept giving obvious clues about the duo's future. Ben seemed to be getting more and more pissed off at Anissa for some reason, and it was certain that he was still unsure about his current relationship. With Ben not being sure about getting over Devi, we can predict that Anissa will probably get dumped soon. Many fans also predict that Anissa and Ben will have to break up in a way that Devi and Anissa can still stay friends, and that could likely be due to a difference in faith. One fan mentioned that they'd like to see an episode with Anissa narrating where her family is a source of conflict. They also noted that since she's Muslim and Ben's Jewish, maybe that's how they will eventually break up. And Nalini and Chris will be endgame, but there might be repercussions. Nalini is easily the coolest character in the entire series, but she bears the burden of being an Indian widow from many directions. Indian Redditors are eager to see how her relationship with Chris Jackson would play out, keeping Indian society and culture in mind, and how widows are generally expected to refrain from finding a partner, let alone dating. One Reddit user said that they'd like to see the tremors it would cause in their Indian community. Chris and Nalini being a healthy and stable couple isn't very likely, but one can certainly wish. Women above 40 with kinda grown-up kids remarrying isn't something that usually happens among Indians. It's more or less unthinkable. Still, we hope to see them happy. Another is that Paxton will struggle with being in a relationship. While Devi and Paxton are very much couple goals, it's easy to forget that the former jock had several commitment issues. Some of these included not knowing how to date without his friends and dealing with a less cool girlfriend, which really bothered Devi during the first season. Many think that his embarrassment about the relationship would be a big issue for Daxton in Season 3. Reddit user Consistent AD2763 emphasized that Paxton and Devi are bound to have relationship problems because it's quite normal for couples and brings some much-needed drama into the teen comedy series. Still, they have to be endgame, otherwise fans have threatened to cancel their Netflix subscriptions. Next, there will be an episode dedicated to Kamala's history. Devi's cousin Kamala has been swinging between sexism at work, arranged marriage matches, and some strange ex-boyfriends since the beginning of the show. We still know very little about her history and why she behaves the way she does. For instance, in one episode, she chose to go to karaoke with Devi's teacher instead of a big proposal dinner with Prashant. Viewers definitely want to know what's going on with her. That's why fans want a dedicated full episode to the breathtaking Indian beauty. User FN00B wrote that it would be really interesting to know more about her career and work life, pessimism towards arranged marriage, and the root cause of her fleeing from her proposal. She probably felt excluded as one out of 4 sisters, which was probably why she wanted to feel so included in her workplace. Or maybe one of the sisters had a failed arranged marriage? We desperately need to know. Also, Devi and Paxton will be endgame. The Devi and Daxton shippers are formidable forces, but many Redditors feel that Paxton and Devi could be happy endgame and most likely even stay together. While the two are polar opposites, they inspire each other to be better people, which makes them pretty great as a couple. It would be a total reversal of the nerd and jock stereotype that never seems to work out. As one fan noted, Paxton seems to turn the whole jock-nerd never work out stereotype on its head. Fans think that they could have a very complimentary relationship, and they'd enjoy seeing that play out before the inevitable off-to-college drama begins. And Chris's son could be Devi's potential stepbrother. Shows like Never Have I Ever always have new characters exiting and entering the show, and many fans are expecting Chris Jackson, who is Nalini's love interest, to provide them with a new protagonist in the form of his son. If the two do get together, things could get quite complicated for Devi. Redditor Mortag mentioned that while Chris Jackson and Nalini are sweet together, if they decide to bring in his son, we might have a new storyline of Devi potentially having a stepbrother, and things could get worse if his son is attractive. Now, Fabiola and Eve could break up. Fabiola and Eve were cute, but it was painful to watch Fabiola giving up her robotic passion to seem cool in front of Eve's friends, especially Sasha. While the issue may seem resolved for now, the particular storyline was quite troubling, and most Redditors want Fab to move on from Eve quickly. User TerpyTerp007 echoed these thoughts by simply saying that Fabiola ditching Eve and standing up to Sasha is something they'd really like to see in Season 3. To be fair, Fabiola could find someone better just as easily. Plus, Ben and Devi becoming solid friends. More and more Redditors are admitting how much they adore the friendship between Devi and Ben, and how that shouldn't be ruined by a relationship. Their competition and banter is fantastic, and it's the very reason why the relationship couldn't be too successful, because they're just too similar. Some fans of the pair suggest that she and Ben are too alike and clash all the time because of their personalities. They're in constant competition with each other, being the smart ones. Other viewers felt like the writers were missing a trick, not exploiting the friendship and banter they had in favor of a forced romance. Just forget the lovey-dovey stuff and build a solid friendship between these two. Devi will stop dating and her friends could understand her trauma. The love triangle between Devi, Ben, and Paxton is the pivot of the show, but it all began with Devi being so hurt by her father's death that she became paralyzed. While she has done some questionable things, her friends have been very hard on her for the smallest mistakes, and maybe it's time for them to be more considerate of her misfortunes and for her to stop dating till she has healed emotionally. Reddit user Cheesy to Rio suggests that maybe Devi shouldn't be dating, since she's just trying to fill the void of her father. Instead, she should take some time to heal first. That being said, it's also time for her peers to also understand her trauma. We just want to see Devi be happy. That's a wrap for this video. What are your theories for the upcoming season of Never Have I Ever? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.